It's not very often that you have a conversation about Grimsby Town with an Australian fast bowler, but this is what we're going to do now, because James Pattinson joins us on the outfield. And James, this is something that's kind of emerged over the weeks that you've been here, that you have this affiliation, with that particular part of the world. You grew up in Cleethorpes for a while, and Grimsby are your team.
Yeah, that's right. I suppose it just goes back to Dad. Dad actually got here yesterday, and he's spending the next sort of month here. So he's heading back down to Grimsby, where he was from, and Cleethorpes to see his family. So I won't get the chance to go with him because I've got to head back home and play cricket. But yeah, basically, just obviously, drawn to Grimsby and supporting them, just following them through Dad, obviously coming from there, and him following them pretty much through his life. So yeah, it's a bit of a good connection there.
Do you remember your first visit to Blundell Park?
I've had a few, but I remember the first one. I think our car got broken into. I think I said that the other week. So I think that was the last time we drove there. Come back and the back window was smashed up and stuff. So that was a good memory of going there and watching Grimsby.
And you had quite a good routine beforehand as well, didn't you? Which people who know about Grimsby, they might know about Grimsby Town, but they associate it with the finest fish and chips.
Yeah, it is pretty good. I remember my auntie working next door. She worked in the club there next door to the fish and chip shop. Was pretty good. So I used to duck in there and grab some fish and chips. And I think it was back in the day when they still had them in the newspaper. So that adds more to it. So yeah, look, it was good memories of growing up. Although it was a small part of my childhood, it's still good. And obviously for Dad to get back over here, he's at this Test match and coming to the next one. So I think he's booked 2 weeks. He reckons in the Cleethorpes caravan park or something like that. So I'm sure he'll enjoy that.
You couldn't find somewhere slightly more salubrious, or is it all about the Cleethorpes caravan park?
I think so. I think it's just getting back to his roots, I think. So I think it'll bring back a few memories for him. But he's got one of his mates over from Australia who hasn't been over here, so I'm sure he'll show him the sights of Grimsby and Cleethorpes. And I think they're going out for a night out in Blackpool. I think that was Dad's favourite place to go out, so they're actually going to go to Blackpool for a night out, so that could be a bit of trouble.
and we actually learnt from you, not only, because you've got tattoos on your arm of various English scenes. You've got Big Ben, I think, haven't you? Got a top hat there as well, but also that you didn't just follow Grimsby Town, you followed England football.
Oh yeah, I was sort of made to as a youngster because Dad was watching them, so yeah, I watched a lot of their games, and obviously they were probably they were a bit better than Australia at the time, and Dad made me watch them. I still obviously followed Australia, but I was sort of made to follow England, and I love David Beckham, so I watched because of that. So obviously it wasn't until sort of I started playing for Australia that I got Dad to move over from barracking for England to barrack for me and barrack for Australia.
Yeah. Now Stefan Schemmelt from BBC Sport is with us, and Stefan, you wrote the piece with James that was on the website this week, and as a result of that, Grimsby Town got in touch, didn't they?
They have been in touch, and they've sent a couple of gifts. Oh, wow. So I don't know if you want to open this box first.
Just describe what's in it.
We've got a mug, a coffee mug or a tea mug, and it's a Grimsby Town tea mug, so that's beautiful. I was actually at Nottingham when we play there. We everyone brings their own mug in and puts it in the change rooms, and I was actually looking for one of these to buy and put under there, so now I've got one, so that'll probably go straight to the Knots change rooms and I'll be able to drink out of it, so that'd
Fantastic.
be great.
Have you seen the other side as well?
Oh, lovely, it's got my initial on there. Lovely.
Yeah.
Very good. That's awesome, yeah, very good.
And not only that, Stefan, you've got something else to present to James?
We don't know what's in this. It says FAO James Pattinson, and we think it's a little letter from the club, so if you want to open that and tell us what's inside it. We've got absolutely no idea what they've sent to you, but it's a little note to go along with the present.
From the club, from Grimsby. Just saying we'd like to enclose a initial of your mug, so we'd really appreciate if you're able to send a picture of us with you holding this. Links to the club and your father. Understand that you have attended fixtures in the recent past, including our last visits to Notts County in April. We would be more than happy to host you as our guest here at Blundell for any fixture in the near future. And they said all the best and go Australia.
Did they actually say that?
No, I just said that. But I think if I support them, the English roots, they should definitely, Grimsby Town should definitely start supporting Australia in the Ashes, I think.
I think so. I think it's got to cut both ways. Well, that's great. And they're playing Crewe this afternoon. I think it's big fixture. Third against fourth?
Yeah, I've seen that. I think it's third, fourth. Obviously, we had a good win last week, 3-1 against Walsall, and lost in the cup during the week, but I think the boys look like they're going all right. I've been following the score, so I think Dad's going to a couple of the games. I think maybe middle of this month. So hopefully maybe they can look after him with a lunch or a hospitality ticket or something like that. That'd be nice.
I think you definitely should. And so, because of course it's I think is it right that Grimsby have got an Aussie assistant manager as well?
I think so. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, I think so. But yeah, I've been following pretty closely, but obviously the scores, don't really know all the managers and stuff, but yeah, but if they do, that's probably why they're going really well this year.
Yeah, and we should say, because it's AFL finals this weekend as well, isn't it? Just getting going. So is that, are you more interested in what's happening with Grimsby at Blundell Park, or are you following the AFL finals as well?
No, my team's out of the AFLs. I go for the Sydney Swans, and they had a pretty poor season, so yeah, I'm not really following that. Although my brother-in-law does play for Western Bulldogs, who just got flogged by GWS, so they're also out as well. So I've got no allegiances now in the AFL, so I'll probably keep an eye on the grand final, but not that closely.
Yeah, it's all about the battle for League 2 promotion.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Obviously, going up to League 1 would be good. I think it's been a fair few years since we're in League 1, and we've been sort of battling it out in League 2. So hopefully this year it's looking all right. So usually it's middle of the table finish, but yeah, hopefully this year we can go a bit higher and obviously get promoted to League 2.